How are you doing, beautiful and wonderful people? I hope you're doing good. You're doing great from whenever corner of the world that you're watching Celeb Corner KFM. And right now, there is a story that is a tad, the story that is currently on our front page dailies today. The story of President William Ruto meeting with the former President Uhuru Kenyatta at his Gathoni home yesterday. Now, the question that a lot of Kenyans are asking, what is the significance of this meeting? And what is the future of Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenya region if the former President Uhuru Kenyatta decided to gang up with William Ruto and to make William Ruto a favorable candidate in the Mount Kenya region? That is the question that a lot of people are asking. That is the question that a lot of people want answered. So I am telling you, we have dug deep into these and we are coming to you with reports and indications and the truth in regards to this matter. Now, yesterday, after whatever happened, one member of parliament from Githunguri, who is a Gachagua supporter and a Gachagua diehard, that is Gathoni Wamucomba, the member of parliament of Githunguri, posted a picture. And it was a picture of an old pot that had been broken. Now, this was a clear indication that they have broken again their trust in Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That they don't believe in Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as their kingpin of the Mount Kenya region. And this brought up a lot of questions on why Uhuru Kenyatta, of all the people at this certain crucial time, decides to have an handshake with William Ruto, knowing what William Ruto made Uhuru Kenyatta go through together with his family last year during the maandamano that were led by his honorable, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Remember, when they sent goons to invade Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's farm, remember when they sent police officers to arrest Uhuru Kenyatta's firstborn son, and Uhuru Kenyatta made it clear that, you know what, politics shouldn't involve kids, shouldn't involve old people like my mother, that is Mama Ngina Kenyatta, where they withdrew the security of Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Now this is what is happening. William Ruto has realized that his relevance in the Mount Kenya region is fading, that he does not have any support whatsoever from the Mount Kenya region. That even if today we go to vote, William Ruto in the Mount Kenya region will have less than 5% of the votes that he had in the year 2022. So for him to at least consolidate a base in the Mount Kenya region, he must sit with the kingsmen of the Mount Kenya region. And who is better suited off to convince people that William Ruto means what's best for this republic than former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Remember, this man is a man that said, I will never refer to William Ruto as my president. That is when he was adding over power to William Ruto. He said that his president will always remain to be Raila Amolo Odinga. But Raila Amolo Odinga already went to bed with William Ruto. So what's left for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? To connive with Gachagua and his allies, or to back the government where he knows his interest as the former president of the Republic of Kenya are secure? You will make the best choice as a businessman here, and that is conniving with the government. Now, William Ruto, together with his allies from the mountain, have convinced Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, beyond reasonable doubt, that the holes and the problems that he was going through last year, the problems that he had with the government of the Republic of Kenya, were all under the orders of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and they were not of the approval of William Ruto. And There is a truth in that. There is very big truth in that. Because when Uhuru Kenyatta's farms were being invaded and his son was trying to be arrested, the man that was in charge of the country then was the former Deputy President Gachagua. And according to insiders, William Ruto was out of the country, and the man that was in charge was Gachagua. He gave the orders for what to be done. And when he gave the orders, the then Cabinet Secretary of Interior, C.S. Kedora Kindeki, was in jeopardy. He really refused to follow the orders that were given. He questioned what Gachagua was trying to do. It is believed that Kindeki even had a conference call between him, Gachagua, and the president while the president was out of the country. And the president asked, "What is that I'm hearing? That you took a step of invading Uhuru Kenyatta's farm? That you decided to arrest the son of the former president of the Republic of Kenya?" Even if we can go below in the political realm, we don't go beyond that. There is a line that we don't cross, Mr. Gachagua. But Gachagua beat up his chest and said, "This man terrorized us. This man arrested me while I was naked in front of my wife and kids. It's about time he faces the music because I have the tools of power." Now, Uhuru has been convinced beyond reasonable doubt that Gachagua was the man behind the problems that he faced. Getting the point? Now it's about time for him also to pay back Gachagua what he did. And that is making sure the relevance that Gachagua is trying to have in the Mount Kenya region and to make William Ruto unpopular candidate is going to be neutralized by Uhuru Kenyatta. Once Uhuru Kenyatta takes the stand and decides, you know what, Ruto means what's best for this country. It's about time you people support the president to deliver on his manifestos. A lot of people will say Kamwana is right. A lot of people will back what Uhuru Kenyatta is saying. And Gachagua has taken the blame. You know, there is one thing also, that there is a problem between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. I mean, with Uhuru Kenyatta that you don't know. Rigathi Gachagua was given an opportunity after Justice's impeachment. Uhuru Kenyatta's team approached Gachagua for him to revive the now dying Jubilee Party. Because Gachagua has no umbrella to cover himself from the rain and the storms that are raining on him. And that is a party in the Kenyan politics. He doesn't have one. He was offered a chance to become the chairman of Jubilee and to run Jubilee to register people under the Jubilee umbrella. He refused. He said, and that is why you have heard him sing this song several times to the people around the mountain, telling them, "Watu ngoje Januari, nitawapa mwelekeo." That is what Gachagua has been saying to the people of the Mount Kenya region. Are we together? And this has left Gachagua naked right now. He needs to have somebody who has a base that support him. You know, Gachagua was the most unpopular candidate in the Mount Kenya region. I'm getting the point. But right now, he has the backing of people who sympathize with him on whatever he went through after his impeachment. So, for him to have a strong base, he needs a strong leader from the Mount Kenya region to back him up, and that is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But Uhuru has said no to this. He has decided to back President William Ruto in this. And he turned down Uhuru Kenyatta's offer to revive Jubilee. Now, the other strategy that Uhuru and William Ruto will use is the fact of Maina Njenga. The Maina Njenga plan has been put in place. Let me tell you, do you know, once Gachagua was impeached, it is believed that the former president, convinced the president to withdraw every allegation and case that has been put on Honorable Maina Njenga, Chairman Maina Njenga. We all agree that in the Mount Kenya region, Maina Njenga has a say. The young people worship Maina Njenga in the Mount Kenya region. He has a cult-like following that you cannot take away from that man. And once his case were withdrawn, Maina Njenga was given the go-ahead to deal with Gachagua. And that is why the day that Maina Njenga stood at Duberi Stadium and said that Mulima ijaguzwa, the following week all his case zilikuwa zimeondolewa. Are you getting the point? Makesi yote aliyokuwa nayo yakaondolewa Maina Njenga. And that is why you heard that it seemed that Maina Njenga boys were the ones that were dealing with Gachagua in Limuru. If you understand how the politics of the Republic are always played, you will understand that regarding Gachagua's influence in the Mount Kenya region, if what we are seeing is to be put in place, then regarding Gachagua's influence in the Mount Kenya region will be of a very short period of time. It will be a very short period of time, because the intimidation that he is going to face, it doesn't matter. Right now we're being told he has beefed up his security, hired mercenaries from Israel to be his security team. But it doesn't matter the security. Yes. What matters is what you tell the crowd. How relevant are you to the crowd? How do you speak to the crowd? How do you associate with the crowd? Yes, you are associating with the crowd in a very, very, very diverse manner while you are impeached and a few weeks after your impeachment. Now it's a month and a few days, and he has started losing relevance. His relevance is going down if it does not come up with a strategic plan. There is one thing blogger Paul Njoroge said: Gachagua is a wave rider. And once you become a wave rider, once the wave passes, you become irrelevant. You become just as a passing cloud. You don't have a voice to the people. You don't have a convincing power to these people. And once even the leaders that are in support of him realizes that this man is a wave rider and he does not know how to play strategic politics, then they will start withdrawing and falling back to the government. Now, former president and the current president are in good terms, which is something that never happened while Gachagua was the deputy president. Once they talked, Kithure Kindiki, the current deputy president, said that for William Ruto to work with Uhuru Kenyatta, that is the most significant milestone of the Kenya Kwanza regime that can push this country forward. Because Uhuru endorses what William Ruto is doing, and they sit down and Uhuru was a deliverer. He delivered. That is one thing that you must accept. He delivered to the people of the Republic of Kenya. Same thing, Mwai Kibaki delivered. But the problem with William Ruto, he is trying to deliver while again fighting the battles of politics. So for him to choose, it's for about him to choose one battle. Either deliver and allow his deliverance to fight for him, or continue with politics and forgo deliverance. And he has seen if he forgoes deliverance and continues with politics, then he will lose everything and he will not have a second term. I want you to listen to a certain thing that we were told. A publication of Lin Jiru's book. He says, Joseph and Norman, by the time of writing this book, Jojo and Kibaki had died. In the discussion, a seemingly lively Moi talked to me about politicians and politics. He used an analogy. Thus, if you go into the bush with your dog to hunt foxes, jackals, and wolves, there is one fact that you should not lose sight of. That is your dog the jackal and the wolves are all cousins and that you are the only outsider. There is a likelihood that these animals might gang up and turn against you. This analogy refers to politicians and politics. In the Kenyan context, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, William Ruto, Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi are political cousins. When elections come, they seem to be competing from different sides, but when one of them wins, they all come together and enjoy the trappings of power and fat salaries and allowances, limousines, security, servants, and medical care throughout their lives. All these will be a charge on the consolidated fund. This regrouping is aimed at protecting their interest and not the interest of the small person. In this case, the hunter, furthermore, Moi told me that politics is not rigid, but malleable. It always turns towards one direction, the stomach of the wielders of power. In other words, what I'm saying is that all politicians are the same. They are cousins, and they will always put their interest first ahead of everything else. And that is what Uhuru Kenyatta has done. This was Linjiro, the State House spokesperson for 24 years under Moi. I want you to listen on Uhuru's statement after their meeting. On Monday, 9th December 2024, His Excellency William Ruto paid a courtesy call on former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And this is an official publication of the Office of the Fourth President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It is said it is normal and common practice and indeed recommended that sitting and former presidents engage and consult on matters of national importance for the benefit of the citizens. It is in the light of this that His Excellency President Ruto paid a courtesy call to the fourth President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, at his Chaweri residence in Gatundu. The two engaged in discussions pertaining to Kenya's national interests, particularly matters that have been raised by citizens as challenges and handicap's to their well-being. These included animosity within the political ranks that has created a hostile atmosphere, leading to harassment of individuals perceived to be in the opposition or hostile to the government. Matters of taxation, and that have been raised by Kenyans and possible solutions to them. Matters of insecurity and best practice in citizen policing, and matters of human capital at all levels capable of resolving these challenges. President Kenyatta encouraged President Ruto to build broader political consensus that ensures inclusivity in governance and development at all levels. They also discussed the need for a vibrant opposition that is crucial for our democracy. His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta laid emphasis on specific areas that he felt are crucial in stabilizing the country. Top among these issues are transparency and accountability. He stressed that in a democracy sector, practitioners need to be consulted continuously and sustainably because they usually have solutions themselves. Further, he entrenched Kenya's democratic credentials. There is urgent need to reconstitute the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission (IEBC) in a similar transparent manner. Further, continuous engagement are the solution to an all-inclusive democratic process. Even good ideas that are not implemented transparently will create suspicion and mistrust. In the difficult circumstances that the global community is experiencing, accountability and transparency became the hallmark of stability. He called for people-centered, service-oriented culture in government action. President Uhuru agreed to be consulted, privately or otherwise, in efforts that lead to a hopeful, prosperous, united, and stable nation. On his part, His Excellency President Ruto agreed to engage all stakeholders in an effort to remove any unnecessary tension in the country to propose a reconciliatory way forward. He stressed that the tensions caused by the elections are over and it's time to focus on the future as one person. Skiza. That is the statement. Gachagua out. Gachagua is out of the picture. That is one thing that you must understand. I told you, he is called William Kipchirchir Samoei Ruto. You don't mess with this person and expect this man is a political genius, the top student of late President Daniel Toroitich arap Moi. Listen to that statement. In elaborative ones, it means tumetoa Gachagua na sasa serikali inafanya kazi. Walitoa Gachagua, mimi kama Uhuru nimekubali serikali iko sawa. And I'm backing everything Ruto is saying now. Tunapea Raila AU, we are doing this and that is what they are saying. You must understand that. So, and remember, we have other rumors that Kalonzo Musyoka is a project of William Ruto. There are rumors that Kalonzo Musyoka has been in State House several times on a meeting with William Ruto, which has been refuted by his team. But truth be told, what can we say? A lot has been refuted, but at the end of the day comes to be true. The only man that has proved that he is pushing to become the next opposition leader is Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, if that man is in government, what opposition do we have? Gachagua. Gachagua needs to have a team. He needs to make a decision very fast. Either aamue kuwa opposition ama amue tu kukua legalega ya hapa na pale, kupiga siasa za kusimama kwa magari. Wadau, that's whatever we have. That's what we have for today. All I ask from you is to make sure that you subscribe to Celeb Corner Key and leave your comment. What is your take in regards to the current politics of the Republic? See you in our next video.